Hey everyone, today we're diving into one of the biggest questions of our time. How are we going to power our world? The answer, it turns out, isn't some sci-fi fantasy. It's a full-blown revolution that's happening right now. And it all starts with a single incredible number.
So, what's this? 85%. This number is an absolute game changer. It's how much the cost of solar power has dropped in just 10 years, a decade. That one economic fact is what's making a future powered by renewables not just a nice idea, but pretty much inevitable. But, okay, before we get to this solution, we have to be really clear about the problem. Why is this revolution not just a choice, but an absolute necessity?
Well, the picture really couldn't be any clearer. Our dependence on fossil fuels, coal, oil, and gas, is the engine driving climate change. As you can see right here, it accounts for a whopping 3/4 of all global greenhouse gas emissions.
And the cost? It's not just environmental. This number, 5 million, is the estimated number of people who die prematurely every single year because of air pollution from burning those exact same fossil fuels. It's a massive, devastating public health crisis that we have to respond to.
So the problem is big, and it's urgent. Now let's flip the script and talk about the solution. Because the good news is we have an incredibly powerful and available answer to this whole crisis.
So what are we actually talking about here? It's simple, really. Renewable energy is just energy from sources that nature keeps topping up. The sun's going to keep shining, the wind's going to keep blowing. The key difference is, unlike fossil fuels, these things just don't run out.
And these are the heavy hitters on the clean energy team. You've got solar, obviously, catching rays from the sun, and wind turbines grabbing power from the air. Hydropower uses the force of moving water. Geothermal taps into the Earth's own heat. And biomass, well, that turns organic stuff into energy. They're a powerful lineup.
But here's where it gets really interesting. The benefits go so much further than just clean air and a stable climate. The renewable revolution is also a massive economic and social opportunity just waiting to happen.
Let's talk about energy security. Think about this. 80% of the world's population lives in countries that have to import their fuel. That makes them super vulnerable to crazy price swings and global conflicts. Renewables completely flip that script. When you're using local sun and wind, you get energy independence and stable, predictable costs. And the jobs? Oh, the jobs are a huge part of this story. Back in 2021, the renewable energy sector supported 12.7 million jobs worldwide. This isn't just shuffling jobs around. It's about creating a brand new, booming industry. That's a real engine for growth.
Remember that wild 85% drop in solar costs we started with? It wasn't a fluke. Just look at the insane cost drops for wind power, too. It's not just about being green anymore. In a lot of places, building new solar or wind is now the cheapest way to get electricity, period.
And this isn't some far-off theory. It's happening for real, right now. Just look at Morocco's gigantic North solar complex out in the desert, or Germany's huge energy Wende push, which sometimes powers over 80% of the country with renewables. And then there's Costa Rica, which regularly gets more than 95% of its power from clean sources. It's already here.
Okay, let's be real for a minute. A transition this huge doesn't happen without hitting a few bumps in the road. To be credible, we have to talk about the real-world challenges and how we're going to tackle them.
And this is it. This is the big one, the question everybody asks. It's the challenge of intermittency. We need our lights on 24/7, right? So what's the plan for when it's dark or the air is still? The path to a reliable, round-the-clock clean grid is basically a three-part strategy. First, you've got to master energy storage. Think massive batteries that save up sunshine for nighttime. Second, all that stored power needs a smarter grid to flow through, one that can handle energy coming from all over the place. And third, and this is so crucial, you have to do all of this with communities, making sure the transition is fair and actually benefits everyone.
All right, let's zoom out again. Because this transition isn't just for rich countries. It's actually a historic opportunity for the developing world.
Yeah, for a country like Nepal, for example, with its incredible hydropower potential, this is about so much more than just emissions. It's about building a foundation for the future, getting reliable power to remote villages for the very first time, lighting up schools, clinics, and new businesses.
Now, developing countries definitely face their own set of challenges, from getting the funding they need to building up the technical know-how. But the cool thing is, the solutions are also pretty clear. It's all about international support, smart government policies, and global partnerships to unlock a clean energy future for everyone.
So when you put all the pieces together, you see the whole picture. This shift to renewables is about way more than just kilowatts and carbon. It is our single greatest shot at building a world that's healthier, more economically stable, and genuinely more fair for every single person on this planet.
You know, the technology to power a clean and prosperous world already exists. It's here. It's cheaper and better than it has ever been. So the final question really isn't about the tech at all. It's about us. Are we ready to make the leap and build that better future?